10 minutes until showtime. Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's start with the question why. Why are we here and why do we die? Why are our cities all gentrified and why do blacks still gotta struggle to survive? It's ludicrous. Corruption governs ain't new to this. Started off when the plagues had hit and the bodies of the less fortunate started stoking on the royal furnaces. They stealing money out of everybody and all the single mothers' purses. It's a shame to me to see these boys out in the streets with slanging dope so they can eat while Senate waited on hands and feet. The saints in it that breathe poverty and gave that same dope to the teens in the streets in the 70s. So chew on that, just chew on that. I'm cooking up some food for thought, so just sit back, relax and chew on that.
Chew it.
Just chew on that.
Yeah. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's your boy Randy Chewy back in the building. Y'all know about that neo soul right there. Vibing in your speakers. Riding with an Adidas. Nah, I'm not a rapper. Listen, this beat slap though.
It don't.
It slaps. Oh my, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Randy Chew, aka the sexiest fat man alive, aka Slim Thick.
Who raised you?
Hey yo, we back in the building. Listen, tonight we gonna have fun. This whole week has been hell, man, since I had a flooded basement, had to move stuff out, get the water out the carpet. Then I got to rip the carpet up, get the people come in, lay new carpet. All types of stuff is happening to me, man. But you know what? I still got a smile on my face, ready to embrace. You know what I'm saying? So listen, you know I normally do books and business, but I'm not going to do books and business tonight or no current events tonight. I'm going to just keep it live and funky, and I want to hear from the people tonight. Listen. You already know what we do, how we do it, and why we do it. This episode is sponsored by Habits 365, man. Habits365.com. Go there, type in the promo code Mr. Randy Chew, which is MrRandyChoo. Type that in, man. Get 15% off of all the products you want to get on there. Their winter collection that they coming out with is going to be fire. You're going to see me decked out. You're going to see me on my Instagram decked out with all this stuff. Wear your habits, man. Habits365.com. Also, follow us, man. Go to chooradio.net. CHOO radio.net. Man, just follow the whole network. We got some bangers coming. We got new people joining the network. We got new podcasts and shows and everything that's about to be popping off, man. I'm telling you, we about to expand. It's going to be amazing. What else I want to announce? Oh, yeah. I didn't wear it tonight, but my pinky ring that I got with the lion on it, let's just say we're going to have some True Radio stuff coming through that brand. We setting that up right now. We're going to also set up for you to get 25% off your first purchase. And then your second purchase, you get 50% off. We setting all that up right now, exclusively for True Radio. Also, we are definitely accepting callers tonight. This thing slap. Anyway, so we accepting callers tonight as well. The number to dial is 516-531-9828. 516-531-9828. How have y'all week been? I just want to hear from the people. Mr. Grantastic, what's up, man?
Hey, well, what's good? What's good, bro?
You
What's
know,
good?
I just know this beat is slapping right now,
It
though.
really is, though.
You know what I'm saying?
I was over here vibing, just vibing.
Yeah. So what's going on, man? How your week been, Mr. Grantastic?
You know, it's been good. Had some challenges. You know, we getting ready back for school, and
Oh, snap.
you know, niggas think COVID don't exist no more.
Oh,
So we
snap. Shout out to Delta.
I know, man. Delta Airlines, Delta. Whew, Delta COVID, my gosh. But it's all good, though. Just saw Shang-Chi. That was awesome. So, you know, hyped about that.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's on the up and up. It's on the up and up.
It's on the up and up.
It's on the up and up.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Let me turn this beat. Hold on. Let the people hear it real quick. Oh, my God. Oh, that thing slapped. Let me go ahead and turn that thing off, man. You know what I'm saying? Hold up. Let's let it rock in the background for a little bit longer.
Oh my god.
So yeah, you getting ready for school and stuff, huh? That Delta.
And that Delta, you know,
That
we're not
Delta.
talking about airlines now, y'all.
Now listen, when y'all get too comfortable and y'all stop relying on the government, they definitely gonna come out with the Southwest variant.
No, but that Spirit Airline variant.
That Spirit Airline.
That's gonna be it's over. That's Thanos
Yo, if you
snap
get
right
that
there.
Spirit, dog, you done.
You done. You
You
get that
done.
Spirit variant. It's
Yeah,
over,
yeah, yeah,
son.
it's over.
It's over
It's
for
over.
you. And no shot or nothing is gonna help you on that one.
Yeah, yeah.
And
But
you
listen,
might as well call Saran because it is a wrap.
listen. Call Saran because it's a
Might as well call it Saran because it is a wrap.
Okay, listen. So, listen. This is what I want to do. My big homie, Zoe Williams, is his book is coming out this month. For those who pre-ordered, they're getting their copy this month. You can go to IamZoeWilliams.com to get it, or the ShroudedLighthouse.com to get it as well. The book is the third book in his volume. First book is The Relationship Dismount, How to Stick the Landing When Exiting a Toxic Relationship. Second book in the volume is The Holographic Relationship. Third book in the volume is The Shrouded Lighthouse. And in The Shrouded Lighthouse, he talks about having a situation shift. And he's going to explain to you guys what a situation shift is right now.
You've heard of the term situation shift. I've taken it and made it something different. The situation shifts that we find ourselves in have the power to cause us to shift our perspective, either for good or for bad. When we shift for good, we've taken accountability of what we've been through, how we've been hurt, unhealed trauma. That causes us to shift in consciousness. So situation shifts can be very beneficial, right? If you're learning. Most people do not enter a relationship to find out what's wrong with themselves. Most people are looking for relationships to bring ease and peace, but that is only half of the coin. You're a co-creator of this relationship experience you're currently in, and that's why a situation shift has a silver lining.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you already know what time it is.
Uh-huh.
You already know what time it is, ladies and
You
gentlemen.
already know what time it is.
Time it is. Anyway, so I'm sorry. That's
Reach
not,
into your wallet where your ID is. Oh,
don't get caught in that kind of situation, niggas. Not for real,
okay.
That ain't real. All right, y'all, everyone. It's your boy, Mr. Grandtastic, a.k.a. The Professor, a.k.a. Smooth Criminal, a.k.a. I shaved this morning, so it is. Smooth Criminal,
Uh-oh.
a.k.a. Mr. Clean, a.k.a. Can You Chew Woo Woo? In season 2.
God, here we go. Here we
Can
go.
You Chew Woo Woo? In season 2. All right, y'all. So you already know what time it is. We give you topics, and you let us know how you really feel. The rules for Chew or Choke, ladies and gentlemen. We give you topics, statements, and things that have happened throughout the week, and you let us know how you truly feel. So if you like it, you agree with it, you're going to hit us with that chew woo woo. If you disagree, you don't like it, you think it's some hot monkey garbage, you're going to hit us with the choke in the chat. All right, so chew or choke. Chew or choke. All right, y'all. We got some interesting things today. We're gonna talk about some album releases. We're gonna talk about some therapy. We're gonna talk about some shenanigans. All right, let's go to number 1 on thy list. At Awaken Goddess, Awaken_Goddess. We're gonna give credit to everyone. So this is their statement for the week. Let us know how you really feel about it. And this person, I think, is a woman. Her statement was this: masturbate before you reach out to them. Yes, I am serious. We do dumb shit when we are horny. Again, I say unto thee. I'll say that, read that for you one more time.
Preacher, say it again, Lord.
Awaken_Goddess says that you should masturbate before you reach out to them. Yes, she is dead serious. We all do dumb shit when we are horny. So let us know how you really feel. If you chew, if you think you agree with that, you should, bang one out before you go see someone. We make stupid decisions. Or choke if he says, nah, so I'm going to go ahead and just see how I do with the full throttle. With full throttle. So let us know, y'all. Chew or choke? What you got, sir?
Man,
Chew, what you got for you? What you got
I've been kind of out the game for a very, very long time. But when I was in the game, I must say that I never was really into beating off.
Okay.
So I just... Either I was going to get some or I wasn't.
Yeah. I think for myself, it's not a matter of fact of... Like
Hold up,
said,
but let me say for this generation that's out here, y'all definitely need to go ahead and practice some dick discipline. So y'all going to need to go ahead
I was just about to
beat
say
off before you because your mind going to be... Yeah, okay, go ahead.
Also, in this kind of new age of generation, people don't believe in condoms. Like people are offended.
Yo, that's a fact.
I'm, and it's not just men. It's everybody, everyone. I've talked to grown adults, professional working adults, everything. You can't judge these people. They really feel as if condoms are offensive because it's almost as if you wear a condom, that means you think I'm dirty.
Wow.
Like, look at that mindset, y'all. It's just that's supposed to be to protect
crazy.
yourself.
Yeah.
But that's how we look at it. So I'm kind of along the lines. I agree with that as well.
Okay.
Just to dick discipline is real.
Dang, you started off chewing choke strong.
Whoa,
Pause.
Pause. I was like,
Whoa.
pause.
Okay, go ahead.
Pause.
All right, go ahead.
Oh yeah, let's go to the second one. That's what we trying to figure out in these streets.
Okay,
all right,
yeah,
so
yeah,
on that one,
bad.
we had some chokes across the board. All right, chews across the board. My bad. All right, so at Bullseye Taurus, them Taurus, y'all, them bullheaded right there. All right, so here was a statement that was in the chat there. People don't abandon people they love; they abandon people that they were using. Again, I say unto thee. I'll read that one more time. People don't abandon people they love. They abandon people they were using. So let us know how you feel. If you put chew, if you agree that people be using and abusing, or put choke if you like, nah, son, I got a different direction to go with that statement. Let us know how you truly feel.
How you gonna rip it like this, son?
How you gonna rip it like that, son? I'm the real black sheep.
Yeah, I gotta agree with that one. You people don't abandon people when they really love, because love isn't just an emotion. We talked about that a little bit. I'm not gonna get too deep. It's chew or choke. I don't want to get too deep. But yeah, I definitely feel like if someone is using you, then they can abandon you. But if you really have loved someone, first of all, there's an attachment there.
Yeah.
Because there is part of your relationship that's transactional, and you need that transaction to be you. So I agree.
Okay. I'm gonna go a little slightly different direction.
Go ahead. Do you?
I'm gonna choke on that. I am. And hear me out. Hear me out on this one though, right?
Okay, go ahead.
I think it's the perspective of if you feel abandoned or if you were abandoned. Because you got to think of it, it's just like there's sometimes we have situations where there's separation by elevation. You outgrow people.
Yeah.
To where it's like, it's not really like I used you and abandoned you. Maybe we kind of
preach, Lord.
Just separated over time.
Hold on, Bobo Shy.
Now, that's the thing, is just like separation over time and then abandon. That's two different things. But you can feel abandoned.
You can feel abandoned
by someone that may have outgrown you.
If you felt abandoned at any time in your life, please call in. The number to dial is 516-531-9828. 516-531-9828. Call in and let us know how bad you have abandoned someone. You like how I switched that up?
I know. You abandoned someone or you've been abandoned.
Yeah.
But that's just kind of what I was thinking with that. Is like I can see both ends of the perspective.
Okay,
because
for sure.
Some people can feel abandoned and you actually weren't.
Yeah,
it's just sometimes
that's a fact.
They just kind of grew up and moved
Your
up.
feelings can build that, make that illusion of a world, and it'd be like, it's cap though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hats off in the room, ladies and
Hats
gentlemen.
off in the room. Yo, we
No
we
cap.
should buy the blue caps, yo. So every time someone come on the show, whether they in studio or not, and we feel like they capping, just put the joint on.
Yo.
And I'm just
Yo.
And while we do that, I'm just gonna push.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
We have to do that.
Yeah,
now.
we got to
Okay.
do that.
All right, let's go there. All right, so cool. So
If you're watching and you like that idea, you can actually get those hats for us, or you can comment below, subscribe,
drop
and
some
like.
drop some caps
Or
in
drop
the
some
chat.
caps in the
Give
chat.
us some
You know
blue.
what I mean?
Drop some caps in
You
the
know
chat.
what I mean? Just drop them joints right then and there.
Caps
You know?
get some caps in
We
the
definitely had someone call in like 2-3 weeks ago that was straight capping.
It's a cap.
It sounded like two old men talking about something. I'm about to get something in the car.
I told you that's that
At Twitch.
that Twitch community though.
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
you
that's
be getting
it, yeah.
you getting trolled on there like a mug.
Yeah.
But Twitch is awesome though. But just every now and then you get a little troll.
Yeah, you
whatever.
get a little trouble.
Just
Okay.
a little troll. It's okay.
Any more chewing chokes?
Oh, I do.
Okay.
Let's go. All right, let's go to this next. Ooh, Certified Lover Boy. Yeah. All right, y'all. You already know Drake's album dropped. Certified Lover Boy. Some say it was not better than Donda. Some people say it was the best of Drake's career. I don't know about all that. However, we had one situation that has occurred during the creation of this album. Let's talk about that.
Okay.
So, one of the various producers that was on this album, 40 sampled an R. Kelly song, Half on a Baby. So if you look on the credits for TSU, R. Kelly has a credit on that. So people found that out.
Wow.
And now it was rumbling of like, oh, is this cool or not? That because R. Kelly's is officially canceled and put in jail, and everyone wants to shut down anything that you talk to him.
Yeah.
You made a
for
song
sure.
with him.
For
If you
sure.
even wore the same shoes, you got to be canceled as well.
Yeah, for sure.
So, but and also to throw in there was very documented that Drake is very infatuated of Aaliyah, which goes into the story and the play of this whole R. Kelly situation. So let's kind of talk about this.
Okay, okay.
So chew if you think it's cool for Drake to have this sample from R. Kelly, or choke if you disagree, and maybe Drake should possibly be canceled for having R. Kelly on the show, on the song.
I'm sorry. I don't believe in cancel culture. I hate it, actually. Cancel culture is very stupid to me. I think that R. Kelly sample should not have been on Drake's album.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as to cancel Drake, I don't think that's. I think we should tell him like that was a bad move.
Yeah.
But like if we get so caught up in this cancel culture stuff, then how can people actually grow and elevate?
I mean, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that. I'm kind of my look on it is also from like the cancellation society.
Gotcha, bitch.
Because you got to understand. So it's like, yes, because you're right. So now it's a point that, the Society of Cancelhood has something on Drake. Our
The
beloved,
Society of Cancelhood.
the Society of Cancelhood
Ooh, yeah,
has
yeah,
something
yeah.
on everyone's beloved Drake.
Yeah.
Because again, so when it's the baby who says something insensitive or wrong,
Oh, yeah,
everyone
yeah.
goes ham.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Drake has R. Kelly on his album.
Yeah.
Now, and what we also got to think about, people don't realize, so the cancellation of the music side is so someone doesn't keep making money from their music.
Yeah.
Certified Lover Boy is breaking records.
Yeah.
R. Kelly's going to get
Yeah.
royalties from this. So my whole thing is, what is their move? Because you
Yeah.
got to make a move now.
Oh, yeah.
The society cancellation. You either
Yeah.
got to cancel your beloved Drake,
Yeah.
or you got to let it slide.
Yeah.
And if you
can't
let it
the
slide,
you can't let the grassy slide.
yeah, if you're going to let it slide, then everyone else, then it breaks down your whole theory. So I just want to know what their move's going to be.
Wow. Yeah.
That's it.
Because R. Kelly was on little girls and boys.
That's what I'm saying. And Drake has like
He
a
was a
Aaliyah
Catholic
tatted.
priest.
Wow.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. Okay.
But yeah, and that's what I'm saying. And Drake had the Aaliyah tattoo as well. So
Yeah.
everyone's confused.
Well, hold on. How old is Drake, though?
Oh, that's a good question. He's like 30. I think he's like 34, 35.
So he's my age.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so that's what I'm saying. He's aware of this. This is not like I didn't know. It's awareness. That's what I'm saying.
Man, Drake was in the house watching Pokemon when Aaliyah was dropping hits. Come on, stop it, dog. Stop, man.
Hats off. Hats off.
He was in that joint making Degrassi.
Yes.
No, he might. He I mean, he could have it, but I just don't think we should cancel people. Just like I don't agree with Never mind. That's too controversial. I'm not gonna say it. Anyway, go ahead. Go ahead.
But that's kind of just it.
You got one more? You good?
I got one more unless you want.
Go ahead. One more. Then we're going to take a break.
One more. All right. So at 432HZ_ had this saying yesterday talking about therapy and you know what to do with it. Let's talk about this, y'all. So her statement was, yesterday my therapist said that we need to allow ourselves to feel everything, but that the key is not to hold on to the feeling, just acknowledge the feeling and then let it pass and allow it to pass. Okay, again, I say unto thee, I'll read it one more time. So yesterday, my therapist said that we need to allow ourselves to feel everything. So that's kind of good and bad.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm sorry. That was very obvious.
Yeah.
All right, anyway.
Yeah.
We need to be able to feel everything, but the key is to not hold on to it, but to acknowledge the feelings, let them be, and allow them to pass. So how you feel about that statement, True Nation? How you feel about that statement?
I'm torn in between. I got a chew and a choke on that one.
Okay.
Chew and a choke on that one.
Let's know.
All right, so I feel like there's certain things that you actually shouldn't care enough about to feel.
Okay.
But there are things that you care about that you should feel, but you shouldn't respond to.
Ooh, can you elaborate? I feel like we just might as well just go like into everything off of this. All right.
No, because I don't want to get into the topic and dialogue. But I will say this: like, it's certain things as a man that if I feel that, what benefit does that me feeling something? Even if I suppress it, what benefit is that? Like, to feel, why do I care so much about this specific thing as a man, as the person I am? There are things that I do care about, that I do feel, but I have to choose wisely how I respond.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
So that's why I said I'm torn between what the therapist said, because in a sense, she's right in the fact, or he or she is right in the fact that you should be able to feel something, feel everything, and then process it and all that. But at the same time, I don't think you should feel everything, but the things that you do feel, you should process and go through it.
Okay. Yeah, okay, so you mean like taking on things to feel? Or is that what you're saying?
Like, just everything in life is emotions and feelings are stimulated by a mindset. And so if your mind is determined not to care about a certain thing, you're not going to feel it.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but the things that you do feel, you should process it, but you shouldn't feel everything.
I got you. Okay,
Yeah,
I got you.
you know what I'm saying?
Again, back to that, is it important or is it imprinted?
Yeah.
Okay, Donna, I got you with that vibe where you're going with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so for myself, I'm kind of on that same boat, kind of like in between the chew or the choke. And then also because it's just, where was I going with this? Not only are you should be able to feel, but actually I think that we should not be programmed to suppress, because suppression adds on to other things. And like even some religious leaders are told to suppress their sexuality, but they display it in negative ways.
Right.
So it's just like,
you don't think that suppression is synonymous in this scenario with discretion?
No, nowhere close.
Okay.
Because discretion is like, I'm angry at you, like I want to hurt you, but okay, not right now because maybe there's eyes.
Yeah.
Or not right now. I'm working on something that I can't afford to get my name like tarnished.
Yeah.
Or not right now. Just like, you gonna get it, but just not right now.
Okay.
But that's what I'm saying. That's the process, opposed to just like, I'm angry, I'm not going to do nothing about it. You can address something without necessarily causing the force with it.
Okay.
And that's why I think it's the discretion part of like, you can be angry and I can talk to you, I can yell or cuss you out, but I know if I get arrested from this may ruin something that I'm working on doing.
I got you. I see what
or
you're saying.
someone else might have to come see you. Either or,
Yeah.
It's just discretion.
Yeah.
But not suppression.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Just in this realm.
Yeah, I feel like people have been socialized to suppress.
Yes.
A lot of the things that they go through, and when they become older, it boils up and volcanoes out.
Yes.
So I'm glad you described the difference in suppression and discretion.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of things I've been discreet about. You know what I mean? I think discretion also is goes hand in hand with meekness.
Yes, it
like,
does.
Like I have the ability to crush you, but I'm choosing not to. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
And so sometimes when there are things that are suppressed and it bubbles over, it eliminates the power of meekness.
Yes.
Because you are talking about or displaying the power that you possess, like kind of like I did last show. Like, I didn't necessarily have to say what I said because I know I have that power, but at the same time, it's like, because I was suppressing it because it was built up for months. You know what I'm saying? And then other things included in it, like I was feeling like I was in that shoes and all that stuff like that. It just like everything bubbled over when actually I could have been the meek one in the situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So no, I feel that. But listen, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, I want you guys to be ready to call in, comment. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the video. Tonight's topic is True You versus Fake You Part 3. This is Part 3 in our series, and tonight's topic is steps to investing into yourself. The real you. Investment in the real you. So listen, we're going to take a quick 2.2. When we come back, we are going to dive into the topic. It's your boy Randy Chew, a.k.a. Mr. Chew on that, and we right back at this quick 2.2.
You know
Ooh.
You already know what it is. You already know what it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Randy Chew, aka Mr. Chew on that, aka the sexiest fat man alive, and I am here with the other host of Chew Radio.
It's your boy Mr. Grant-tastic, aka the Professor, aka Smooth Criminal, aka Mr. Clean, aka Can You Chew Woo Woo?
Oh my God!
In season 2,
Listen,
aka Negro Suave.
Oh my God! There it is. I heard the rolls. Listen. Please call in tonight. Number to dial is 516-531-9828. 516-531-9828. The topic for tonight's show: steps into self-investment, investing into yourself. Past couple of shows, we've been talking about some things. We've been talking about true you versus fake you. Light, dark, visible, invisible, the whole nine. We've been talking about all of that, and we came up with some very good things that we dropped some bombs, some nuggets. We even talked about how what's the phrase? How a lot of people love roses until they got to go pick them. And that was a quote that we got from the admin team, and it's really talking about everyone admires the beauty of a rose until they actually got to do something to possess it. And see, so, and we all have a good side, bad side, a good or evil side, a light or dark side. We have that in us. It's always two laws warring within our members, according to the scriptures. So if that is the case, wherever good is, evil is also present.
Correct.
If that is the case, then that means that we should be always working on pushing out the evil or the darkness or the fake us. And we describe the fake you as your representative, the one that you go out into the world presenting. You see what I'm saying? The fake you is with all the external amenities that your money can afford to add on to your body. The ornaments, the watches, the Rolexes, the bracelets, the rings, the earrings, the teeth, the makeup, the hair, whatever it is, your external, the fact that you put on so much just to interact with another human being. That representative, and I felt like the COVID-19 having us wear a mask was symbolic to what people have been doing for years in their life anyway. You know, they've been socially distanced.
Ooh.
And they've been masked up.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But what happened was COVID came and you had to actually face someone that you live with that you're not used to facing in that amount of quality time. See, it's easy to be with someone when you have time away from each other to be unbothered. But there's a difference between being disciplined and being unbothered. There's a huge difference. And so I wanted to dive into some steps that we can invest into ourselves, Mr. Grant-tastic. And what I mean by steps to investing into ourselves, I'm not talking about a start here and then go here and then go here. No, I'm talking about like facing the true us. And I'll start it off. One of the first things I feel like needs to happen is awareness that you are fake in some components in your life.
So you mean everybody don't keep it 100?
Everyone
100%?
doesn't. It's impossible. In fact, it is unwise of everyone to keep it 100 all the time.
I like that perspective of
it's
even
unwise.
being wise.
It's unwise. Talk to me, Grant-tastic.
No, that's very true. I think, this whole keep it a buck all day long to the live long day. First of all, that's your first cap.
Yeah, yeah, that's a fact. That's
your
cap.
That's your cap. That's your first cap right there. Second of all, kind of what we were talking about, discretion and suppression. There's
Yeah.
times where it's just moments where you don't have to act according a certain way in some situation.
Right.
That doesn't
right.
mean that you fake or you're not, you ain't a real one. You just said in this moment, I'm not going to react in this way.
Yes.
And actually, it's kind of. There was one thing I almost brought up for the Chew or Choke, and it was
Okay.
talking about how some woman had a post about there's no such thing as alpha males, and going through the method of that is that because we look at alpha males is that they suppress more than use discretion.
Ooh,
And
I don't. Ooh,
and
Go
that's
ahead,
what-
go ahead.
that's all I was like-
finish the setup.
But just that the narrative of is just like if we are suppressing more, we're going to that volcano erupts of emotions. You're actually
Yeah.
going to get some things that are not a part of your nature along with that.
Yeah,
That's also something that's the darkness in you, but it's like you can't control it. It's
Yeah.
not discretion. It just explodes in that moment.
I'm going to say something that is very controversial and very unique perspective. You learn more in darkness than you do in light. You can't learn discretion until you've gone through suppression.
Yeah.
You can't learn how to walk wisely until you stumbled as a fool.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You don't learn how to manage money until you realize that you done tricked it off.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about everyone.
Everyone.
Yeah. And so I feel like there's a beta and an alpha in every male.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because in order for you to be an alpha, you have to first be a beta.
Mm-hmm.
Alpha is something you grow into.
Yeah.
Beta is something you're born to be.
And I think kind of the point of which for that individual, what they were looking at, how I can kind of see that is whom we perceive as alpha males are actually not alpha males.
I like that saying.
You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I like that
that's where I can
perspective.
kind of go because we perceive like angry all the time. Like, okay, like you look at me wrong, I gotta fight you.
Yeah.
We look at that as
Let me
alpha
reword
males.
it for you. We look at the representative as the alpha
Mhm.
and not the actual. See, we love to worship the idea of a person
Correct.
and not the actual person.
Correct.
I do feel like people
That's
are
relationship building
yeah.
across the board right now.
Yeah.
Nothing
yeah.
about who you are.
Yes.
Like, and a group of us were having a conversation about this last night and because it's a handful of married folks and
Okay.
a handful of single folks. And
Okay.
we're all just having dialogue. And we're like, you do realize y'all top 5 list of things about this person got to bring to you. Nothing on your top 5 has anything about this person care about you or getting to know you.
Woo-hoo.
So like we come with stats of like you gotta look like this, you gotta be this tall, you gotta make this amount of money, you gotta have this, you gotta have that. And I'm like, but your top 5 list, you mentioned nothing about someone caring about the person who you are.
Wow. So are you saying that relationships are turning back into what they were in the early 13, 14, 1500s where relationships is pretty much a transaction of benefits instead of the connection of soul?
But I kind of got to push back on that a little bit.
No, that was a
because-
question.
No, yeah, no, I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
yeah,
just
yeah.
like it's because I feel as if a lot of people are gonna hear that question and say yes, but then also I got to think about this. So our time where we had like the Black Panthers, we had MLK, we had Malcolm X, we had Fred Hampton.
Yeah.
They had to like who were their parents? Who raised them?
Right. No, I'm talking like the 1400s.
You talking 1400? Okay,
yeah,
not the 40s.
1400s.
Okay,
No, not the 40s.
Okay, that's
like
what I was
1400, 1500s.
Okay,
like
'cause
not
it's-
the 1940s.
Okay, so that's different. 'Cause
Yeah,
like the
yeah,
40s,
yeah.
I was like, we weren't transactional.
No. That
'Cause
we wasn't
that
at all.
Parenthood raised like our
Yeah.
black leaders.
Yeah.
And so, okay, so I get what you.
And this is going to be controversial too.
Yeah.
The transactional relationship got whipped out of us,
Yeah.
literally. But anyway, go ahead.
I mean, it's
Yeah, that was highly controversial, but it'll click for the wise. 1400. Let's go back to like what historians of a certain ethnic group of history will call the Middle Ages.
okay.
Right? Or the Dark Ages, because for continent of Africa, it wasn't no dark age, but
Mhm.
for
So we're going back. Okay.
yeah, so we're going back medieval times and
Okay.
stuff like that. When like
Where it's like we have two kingdoms. My child's gonna marry your child.
Yeah.
So we can for a peace treaty or for resources
yes,
or something like
yes,
that.
it wasn't about the
Transactional.
connection. I feel like in today's society, right?
Okay, now I got where you're going. with this.
Okay,
Okay.
So in today's society, right, it's like we're going back to those times where, okay, the transactional relationship has the ability to mold into a soul tie. But a soul tie can't morph into a transactional relationship. When actually, in my opinion, I feel like both should be there.
But the difference between now and then is that people, if you're even having a transactional relationship in this day, you actually don't really know what you bring to the table.
Whoo, talk.
Like, at least in those days, it was like, yo, nigga, I got goats. Like, yo, I got mad goats, son. For some reason in this part of the country, it is mad goat. I got the curry up in this joint.
Yeah,
All right, what
yeah.
you got? We can do that.
Yeah.
Right now, we don't even know what we're bringing to the table.
That's
we're
a
saying
fact.
numbers, and we're just saying numbers and statements. And
Wow.
and the true you,
Okay.
you actually don't know. Because this transactional, we're telling our representatives to talk.
Wait. Oh, okay. So peep this. 'Cause So peep this, right? So back in those days, so the whole night when I talk about back in those days, I'm talking 1400, 1500, 1600.
Got you.
Okay. So back in those days, or 1200s to 1600s, back in those days, right? Society taught people their role. So they knew I'm born in this lineage. This is my capacity in this life.
Yes.
Unless I am blessed by someone superior to me to elevate the family name, right? So it wasn't a bunch of the whores back then wasn't expecting to be called queens.
All right, y'all. I don't know how we can finish the rest of this episode with you saying reckless shit like that on this platform.
No, I'm just
But
saying.
I feel you.
But whore is not a derogatory word. It's an occupation.
It's an occupation because that's
of that time.
So one of the original occupations.
Yes, it's one of the oldest occupations in human
Yep, it is.
history.
It is.
So being a whore or prostitute, whatever you want to call it, it's not a derogatory. It's just an occupation. But whatever you want to call it, right? It was rare. It was an anomaly for them to be a queen.
Yeah.
Today we have a bunch of people of that caliber that walk around and want to be called queen.
But that's what I'm saying. Is like they don't even know what you bring into the table.
Yes.
And I get you and also when we go back to that time, we also look at the perspective of like the kings and queens in their transaction.
Yes.
But it wasn't just on that level. It was every level down. Like
y'all definitely got to call in tonight. 516-531-9828. 516-531-9828. Go ahead.
And that's what I'm saying. So even like in the peasanthood, there's still transactions.
Yes.
The blacksmith has a job.
Yes.
And it's just like, oh, well, you're one of the farmers.
Yes.
All right, my daughter, I can give you some knives. You give us it's still transaction on a different
Yeah,
level.
yeah,
But like
yeah.
you're saying, it's like everyone had a role in the society.
But what you're saying is even now in today's society, the peasants are not even aware of what they bring to the table, nor their role in society.
Correct. And that's what we were talking about last week where we're talking about identity crisis, and I brought up that the actual identity crisis now is that there's so many identities.
Yeah.
So now it's just like, our families are blacksmith families.
Yes.
But you know something? Now it's like you see Instagram, you're like, well, I don't have to be a blacksmith. Matter of fact, that person looks like a king. I could be a king too. But you don't have the qualifications.
Yes.
You don't have the bloodline.
Yes.
You don't even have the skill set
Yeah.
to be in that role.
Yeah.
But you just see someone else do it, and you think that you can do it as well, and you think you're bringing queenship or kingship to the table.
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
like, bitch, you a blacksmith.
Yeah.
Right? That's your daddy.
Yeah. Listen, you guys gotta like, share, subscribe, comment on this video. Please call in the number to dial 516-531-9828, 516-531-9828. Can someone? Oh, let me stay on this flow right now because I feel the vibe. there are two types of motivations, or two things that motivate every person.
Okay.
That's internal motivation
Mm-hmm.
and external motivation.
Okay.
Internal motivation says, this is what I see wrong with myself.
Mm-hmm.
This is where I want to be. Let me pick myself up and get there. Internal motivation can only happen when there's already a vision.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Right? External motivation is when I feel like I'm supposed to be here and I'm just realizing I'm here. So I need things on the exterior to help build me or motivate me to get those steps, which is why we have mentors and coaches and things like that.
Ooh, I'm like where you go. I got stats for this. Go
Yes.
ahead.
So I feel like how else can I say it? People that are externally motivated are that way because they realize that they don't have the capacity to show up for themselves.
Actually, I 110% agree with that. So much to the point where I looked online and I looked at the self-improvement industry.
Okay.
Motivational speaker and author Deepaka Chopra
Uh-huh.
themselves has a net worth of $150 million off
Whoa.
of motivational speakers.
Wow.
The self-improvement market has grown from 4.3% in 2011 to has grown from 2011 to 2016 by 4.3,
Okay.
causing a combined $1 billion worth with over 5,000 motivational speakers.
Wow.
So right now it is a hot. This is not even a hot topic. This is a industry. The average self-help product consumer is a middle-aged woman, and the majority of motivational speakers are men.
Okay.
And they're saying millennials are willing to spend up to $300 per month on personal development, which kind of depends how you take it.
Yeah.
Personal development or self-investment. We can have a conversation about
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But
yeah.
this is what's going on right now
Yeah.
in our
No,
society.
no.
right
Talk
now.
about that right now. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
Because so when I look at this and especially if you go on Instagram, there's so many quote unquote outlets and platforms
Yeah,
for
yeah.
self-help and everything of that nature.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that this is a $1 billion industry and it's not even many people in it.
Yeah.
They're saying it's like around 5,000 speakers, but those 5,000 speakers have $1 billion between them.
Yes. Yes.
So and it goes to the point where now it's like, what is self-investment? What is self-help?
Yes.
Because a lot of people are
Yes.
making money off of self-help.
Yes.
But what is self-investment?
And that speaks volumes into internal motivation
Yes.
and external motivation.
Yep.
Because you can look externally and get internally motivated,
Mm-hmm.
but people want self-help because of the name itself.
Yeah.
They don't want people who have motivational speakers, mentor, coaches, or whatever that actually produces results are the people who had to take the external and internally motivate themselves to do, because the coaches aren't doing it for you. You have
Correct.
to actually put in the work.
Yeah.
So social media makes it so, oh, I listened to this motivational video today.
Yeah.
So I feel inspired to have a good day. No, you should wake up and want to have a good day regardless of
Yeah.
what the heck you listen to.
But the one thing I'm learning is that, so when we're talking about internal, external,
Yeah.
all right, and it's kind of like if you look at the patterns of the parenthoods of certain generations of people and how they act and condone themselves right now. So if millennials are like the generation that are spending the most money on self-help, that must be because somebody did not impart something into them from their parents.
Yes. Yeah.
Or
yeah.
if there was something in you that you like, there was like, you're a creative one. You're like, okay, God has given me a talent with my hands
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah.
But your parents said you have to go to college.
Yo.
Suppress what God has put in you,
Yes.
go to an institution,
Yes.
and then it's like, and then be an adult. But like, I do that. And now I'm at the point where I'm like, but who am I? Is this the true me?
So let me add to that, and then let me push back on that
Okay.
as well, right? So for the people watching, please comment below. Let us know what you think about the dialogue, or call in 516-531-9828. Yo, people, like the video. So subscribe to the channel. It's free to like the video. It's free to do everything I just asked you. Literally, it's free. The generation that you were just speaking about have been programmed to chase opportunities.
Correct.
When people of other generations that have strength were taught preparedness.
But preparedness, yes, but also they were programmed as well. Because remember, in that generation, your preparedness was like, okay, are you going to just do this job? Or and really, let's get down to it. It's more like, are you going to be militant and keep fighting the power that when they killed all these people in the 60s and 70s?
Yeah.
Or are you going to like, I'm just going to get a job and we're going to be quiet.
Right.
And we're not going
Right.
to disturb anything.
Right.
That was that generation split. It was more of like, are you looking at Malcolm or are you looking at Martin?
Right,
We can
right.
tell by that because there's still people who are arguing over who's better, whatever. It's like, no, they were to help the people.
Yeah, yeah.
And also with that, kind of where I was going. Oh, yeah, as much as they were prepared though, but ask a lot of them, and I say not your parents, all right?
Okay.
But ask a lot of people from that generation, what is their retirement plan?
Right.
Their retirement plan is, I'm gonna go on to see what the end gonna be,
Right.
or I'm gonna work until like
Right,
I had
right,
people in
right,
my family in
right.
that generation. They literally worked until they died,
Right.
and that's what I'm saying. So it's like it's preparedness to like handle the life. Like
Yeah.
I think they were very well equipped to handle the blow for blow every day.
So what we're seeing is a pendulum swing.
yes,
So you went from comfortability at a certain status.
which
to-
was like get a degree, get a job, get a house,
Yeah.
and you're done.
Settle.
Yep.
To I feel like I have this God-given whatever, and I'm just gonna forget everything else and just do it.
Yeah.
So like preparedness and opportunity in a sense have been separated. What we need to realize is that they're actually supposed to be in an intimate relationship with
They
each
should.
other.
Yes.
Preparedness and opportunity should be married together.
And I think
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
why our kids' generation, so
Yeah.
from the kids we produce that
Yeah.
are like trying to bring that balance together,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
going to have that.
Yes.
Our
Yes.
generation is trying to bring the balance together.
Yes,
Because
yes.
there's people in our generation that's like, I'm going to do whatever I want. We're realizing, oh, we can
Yeah.
do whatever we want and not like I'm going to. It's like, oh, so if I want to go down this particular route, I can.
Yes.
Our parents didn't necessarily have that mindset of like, if I want to go down this pathway, I can't. They're like, no, it's survival. I have to do this.
Yo, this reminds me of, y'all got to excuse me for a moment. I used to teach world religions, so I know a lot about other religions that a lot of people don't take time to invest in to read, because you never challenge the things that you were taught to believe.
Yep.
And
And
there's
that's a mindset.
yeah, there's a reason why I believe what I believe is because I've researched everything else. So according to who I am, this fits me. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, a lot of us have just been brainwashed that just because your mom and father did something no, you got to challenge. You can't properly say you believe something until you challenge that mindset. Anyway, so your belief is not belief; it's indoctrination.
And I think that's a part of the fight of
Yeah.
just like indoctrination. And then our generation said why,
Yeah.
and they couldn't explain why.
But
'cause
hold
they
up.
didn't research. But,
But hold on, I don't want to go down that
Yeah,
rabbit hole. Let's. So the Hindus, right? They, they believe that the gods would present themselves in flesh as avatars, and so one of the avatars, the eighth avatar of their triune god, was called Krishna. Right. So Krishna.
Gosh, he's about to do it tonight.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So Krishna came in flesh as an avatar, and he was the cousin of the greatest bowman in Hindu history, right? The bowman knew that his destiny was to destroy all that oppose a certain rulership. He comes and he bows before his cousin, who is the incarnation of the eighth avatar, Krishna, in flesh, right? Krishna then reveals to him that, hey, I am an avatar. I am a part of the triuneness. I am God. At that moment, he had to make a choice of if he was going to continue to bow before this God or fulfill his destiny. And Krishna picked up on the fight. And so Krishna said, you must put away your feelings to fulfill your purpose. It does not matter what is before you. If you know purpose and you have the tools to fulfill purpose, you have to put aside feelings. The end of the moral of that story was this.
It's even a shame that you have to say that. But go ahead. Because I already was like, oh, I know the moral of the story, but you do have to say it. Go ahead, sir.
The moral of that story is this. There are a lot of us that are confronted with things that are familiar or people that are familiar. And we choose not to shine or fulfill our destiny to the greatest capacity because of the feelings we have towards or how we will interpret or assume others would feel based upon us fulfilling our destiny. Not realizing that you being the greatest you actually affects generations. But you're worried about feelings of the now.
And I think that's the merge.
Okay.
I think that's the merge because you're saying you like of like the transaction and like the relationship or the feeling with it. Yeah. Because it's like it's not for you to dismiss this person or dismiss your feelings. Yeah. But it's a discretion that if you act on this and you suppress who you are, there's like you said, there's consequences to other people that are attached to you in your world as well. Yeah. And also just from that, it's just more or less of your purpose is like, I think that's what is difficult for people right now because they're trying to find their purpose. Yeah. Like so much to the point where it's actually easy, but I think that we're looking so much external, like to confirm it. Yeah. We were looking for someone or something, you know, we like, God, speak to me and let me know that what you said about me is true.
That external motivation.
Where it's like, but if you already know that that's what God wants you to be, why do you need confirmation?
And it's because in all actuality, people really don't know that God spoke to them or said something to them. You want to know why? Why? It's because they haven't done the work to understand that the internal voice that they hear is God because they have so many internal voices. Yeah. Listen, we're going to take a quick 2.2. When we come back, we're going to finish the dialogue. Steps of investing in yourself, the true you versus the fake you. We'll be right back after this quick 2.2. Shit. You already know, man. Shit. You sometimes you just gotta just let the music just ride. Let me hold up. I don't think y'all this thing slap.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't been listening to the show, it's your boy Randy Chew, aka Mr. Chew on That. You are watching Chew on That show on True Radio Nation Network.
Yes, sir.
You underdig? The topic, oh my God. The topic is invest in yourself, the true you. And we left off saying some things, and I'm, of course, I'm here with Mr. Grantastic, and we
Yes,
left
sir.
off saying some things, right?
Yes, sir.
So, last thing I said before we took the break, also the number to dial is 516-531-9828, 516-531-9828. Call in and chime in with us. Comment below on the video. Share the video, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Listen. Subscribe. It says subscribe right there, and it has a little bell icon right next to it. Just click that and then click the notification and click all. That's all you got to do. It's free. Listen, so Mr. Grantastic left off by saying people not listening to the voice of God in their direction and questioning and things like that. And I left off by responding and saying a lot of people don't know how to entrust their internal voice is because they have never put in the work to eliminate the external voices that they have accumulated inside of them.
That's very true.
And so, in order for you to get rid of the dark you, to confront it, to push that fake dark you out and eradicate it, you have to have the mindset of a hunter. You have to hunt down your weaknesses and eat them. You have to kill it and eat it until it is removed as waste from the body. A lot of us have been programmed not to be hunters. We've been programmed to run the Victim Olympics.
And winning gold medals. And winning gold medals.
Oh, hey, yo. Oh, man.
Winning
Ooh.
gold.
Oh,
I'm talking no bronze, no silver, all of the gold.
Yo. Oh, man.
And go.
Man, go.
Oh, there wasn't a third one. On this one. And go.
Shoot.
Coming in.
No,
first.
but that's real. But seriously though, Grant, like we got. When I say we, you know what I mean. So like we got this mindset of like this happened to me or that. Even black folks have the mindset of I'm under this oppression, I'm under systematic this, and we are. But if we constantly are looking to constantly state our victimhood, how can we ever rise above it? Why are we asking a system that was not designed for us to help us get something that they can't give us? We have to do for ourselves. Let's get off of black folks and put it on every ethnic group for a second. What the problem is, everyone wants to play the victim. This happened to me. I got this. You got feminism. You got Me Too. You got the manosphere. And all of that is birthed from victimhood. All of it is birthed from victimhood. What happens with victimhood when you're running the victim football game
touchdown niggas
is that you realize the people that's not in that category, they get irritated and annoyed with people who are always walking around as the victim. Yes, these things happen to you. Now what?
Now what?
Yes, you may not have got what you felt. First of all, you don't deserve nothing except for the things that you worked for. Life doesn't owe you anything. It's already given to you.
Yeah.
God doesn't owe you anything. He's already given it to you. I've given you all things in pertaining to life and godliness. It's already given.
Yeah.
I've given you the power to obtain wealth. It's already given. Stop asking God for stuff that he's already given you the ability to manifest yourself. Victim Olympics, ladies and gentlemen.
Christopher J. Message.
And seriously, so we have to get the hunter's mindset back in us and go after our weakness. Have people been programmed to run away from their weaknesses?
I feel like runaways being polite.
Talk.
I feel they're trained to take their weaknesses and blame it on someone else.
Whew.
Because at least if you run away from it, you can say, all right, like, this is an adversary that I can't defeat. This is the reason why I'm running away. Shout out to Pokemon, because, you know, if you're not on that same level, you try to run away. Now, people are trained to blame it on someone else.
Yes.
And because you can identify where something came from.
Yeah.
You know, because even my self-reflection for myself, I realized where certain behaviors have come from.
Yes.
But it didn't mean I went to that individual and like, you're the reason why I'm this way.
Yeah.
No, it's like, oh, I get it, why I do this.
Yeah.
Now it's time to fix it.
Yeah.
And that's all it is. Like you said, is the awareness.
Yeah.
But the awareness also, I think what people are afraid of that portion of it is because you're going to have to see yourself actually in the most rawest form. And people are afraid of that because not for the bad stuff. It's actually they're afraid of it because of the good.
Yeah.
They're afraid of it because of the strength.
Awareness have become an addiction.
Mm-hmm.
We have been so morphed into the trend of self-awareness that in our self-awareness, we are not self-aware.
I want to say more like self-identity, not aware. Because I feel like people are attaching they're imprinting things to themselves and saying it's awareness. So that's what I'm saying.
Got you.
I would say more identity because it's like, oh, okay, like I
yeah.
want to identify this. So I feel I'm aware.
Yeah.
But it's just like that's not you. That's what you're trying to identify as.
Yeah. And you're right, because people do have selective awareness.
Yes.
And selective hearing.
Yes.
So and that's why I feel like you walk in victimhood is the offspring of moments of awareness of what has happened. And when you get stuck in that moment, you become a victim to that moment. Mm-hmm. It's okay to have a moment, but it's not okay to stay there. Mm-hmm. And we've been taught through all this softness in society, it's okay to feel, go through it, but no one is explaining how to actually go through it.
Correct.
They're just saying, go through. You're going through the process. 10 years later, you're in the same spot, but you're going through the process. And it's just like, oh, life is a journey of healing. And I used to say that, but it's actually wrong. There are things that you actually could be healed from and move on.
Yeah.
The whole, like, we give ourselves an excuse to not confront our weaknesses. One of the things when I used to box when I was young, one of the coaches said to me, he said, young man, you want to know what pain is? I said, what? It's weakness leaving your body. I said, wow. And ever since then, every time I felt physical pain, I said, this is an indicator that weakness needs to leave my body. Why? Because you build up a tolerance to pain. Why? Because I'm not going to play victim to this level of pain any longer. In society, we've been taught not to have a tolerance for what we go through. We've been taught to tolerate the moment of pain that we are experiencing.
No, because I'm just kind of thinking, is that kind of why it's almost like the cancel culture is what everyone is like wants to be a part of, because it's easier to just say no opposed to actually addressing something?
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's the reason why hate speech is a crime. I would rather know. I don't want to silence people who have hate speech. I would rather know who they are, what they say, what they want, what they believe, because out of the abundance of the heart, mouth speaks. So I know your heart based upon your speech. So don't silence them. Don't give them a corner to hide. Allow them to expose themselves.
Yeah.
Speak so I can know. What happens is we make our identity things that we can choose and not things we can be.
That part.
You see what I'm saying?
That part.
I be black.
Mm-hmm.
I choose to be heterosexual. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So how can you be mad? How can you be mad that I disagree with a certain pattern of life, choices that other people make? I don't hate the person. I don't even hate their choice. I just don't like it. I don't like the fact that people put pineapples on their pizza.
Yo.
Does that make it hate speech?
Yo.
But I mean, I'm just saying, like,
nigga, that is gross. I'm just kidding.
I'm just saying, but at some point, the reason why things are being passed as legislation and passed as law is because because people in society are losing their ability to confront their own frailty. In the ancient world, a peasant knew they were a peasant.
Yeah.
And didn't care about how anyone else viewed them because they were confident in what they possessed and they were thankful. And if it was something they needed to conquer, they did it. Now it's, this is what I'm going through. I want to be that. So I'm going to put myself in situations, but I want other people to bail me out because I failed and I'm a victim to my failure. Like,
is this like the story of Aladdin?
Yo, no cap.
Yo.
No cap. No cap. Like, I'm not gonna lie, yo, Aladdin was the
because
Aladdin
he was a peasant,
big...
but he had swagger though. He
Yeah.
saw like, oh, what's up, Jasmine? All right, cool.
Aladdin capped his way into the palace.
But he did cap his way.
He capped his way into the
He
palace.
did cap his way.
He capped his way into the palace because he had the ability to confront himself, though. You see what I'm saying? When that moment of self-awareness hit, he didn't play the victim no longer. He confronted himself. And when he... But let's look at, what's her name? Jasmine? She's the modern-day woman. I have everything I want in life, but I'm so ungrateful because you, as my father, or as the man, is telling me this is what I am supposed to do. I don't want to be traditional. I don't want that. I want you to change thousands upon thousands of years of this to fit me right now in the moment, and I got deceived. Because of my ambition, I got deceived by the biggest capper in the kingdom. Ladies and gentlemen, the number to dial is 516-531-9828, 516-531-9828. And you're wondering why these children grew up messed up is because they're watching stuff like Aladdin.
The biggest capper in the kingdom.
She got deceived by the biggest capper in the kingdom. And you wondering why your relationships are failing is because you're looking at niggas' Instagrams.
Hold on. So
Go
you
ahead.
know what's also interesting about that? It's so interesting with you using Aladdin.
I know that's fire. That's fire.
But
though.
think about this though, right?
Okay.
So like you said, the traditional value. She didn't want that. So she saw a dude as the peasant. So this is more like a question than like a statement.
Okay.
So she saw him as a peasant.
Uh-huh.
But then she also saw him as Prince as well, the Cap'n Prince.
Yeah.
And I can show you the world, take you all over the place, all this, all that, all this, all that. What is with that where it's like you have something that could be something great, like money or wise, just could be.
Let me break it down for you.
Go ahead.
She was with Aladdin the peasant before she was with Prince Ali. Right?
Correct. Yes.
So Prince Ali and Aladdin are the same person in two different dynamics of life.
Yes.
She forgot all about the peasant nigga.
Well, she liked him. But
She
think
liked-
about that.
she liked the
like when
peasant
she
nigga.
met him, she actually liked him.
But what modern chick don't like Streetwood?
I mean, that's also true. That's also true.
Come on. I mean, any bum dude can cap on Instagram or social media
Yep.
and get a chick.
I can show you the world.
But the moment Prince Ali come,
Mm-hmm.
she forgot all about the traditions that she was fighting her father about.
Mm-hmm.
The peasant.
Yep.
She was very, very grateful for being of a high status because he had everything.
But she didn't really vibe with, she was like forced to vibe with Prince Ali at that point. It was kind of more.
That's my whole point I'm
Yeah.
getting to.
Go ahead.
That's the whole.
Because she was forced to vibe with
Bill
him.
and Melinda Gates.
Mhm.
Melinda was forced in her own capacity to rock with Bill Gates.
Mm-hmm.
But Bill Gates said, forget you, Melinda. I'm still going to keep my peasant chick around.
Yep.
You're going to have to deal with it.
Yep.
This is what Kevin Samuels talks about, the high value man and woman and all that stuff like that, right? Whatever.
Yeah.
But Jasmine is the modern day woman. She's not satisfied. She always needs a thrill
She's never
out of life.
She's never
And Aladdin
satisfied.
is the modern day nigga. I mean, modern day man. Listen,
Why
I
do
may
we
be a
scream
peasant,
at each
but I
other?
can swag my way into having a relationship with
Damn.
you. I can front and cap like I'm the prince of this, and it doesn't even exist because my genie, social media, can make it appear as if I'm.
Because niggas was looking at maps. They was looking at
Yeah,
maps
thank
like
you.
Prince of a Robot. Like that ain't even on the map. It's
Right.
just like, nah, it's Genie, put that on the map.
Right.
Put that on the map.
And
Yo, it
all
didn't
my
even
social
exist.
media followers.
She got catfish.
Yeah, yo, and
Jasmine got catfish.
she got catfish. And so peep this. So social media is being the genie allows you to have followers that sing your praises, but you're still a peasant.
You're still a peasant. Prince Ali.
The only thing that I like about Prince Ali or Aladdin is this: he had the character to play both roles perfectly. We don't look at that. He had the character to play both roles perfectly. Because you got to also play in the factor this. Jasmine couldn't go to the streets, but Aladdin could go to the palace. And that's what we're trying to get women to understand, that the moment you go to the streets and devalue yourself from what you're traditionally supposed to do, you can't survive out there. You're going to get so damaged, and you're going to be taught not. See, if Jasmine had her mother in her life, she would have been taught how to confront herself.
Whoa,
And we have been silencing the mothers in women's lives because we don't want the women to confront themselves. The only person that can hold women accountable without backlash is the mother. And we have silenced the mothers.
Correct.
So now we have a world full of unaccountable bastard children men running around claiming to be alpha with no accountability because they never was shown accountability or taught accountability. They were taught to play victim to everything they could not get by their desires. And they cap on social media.
You riff-raff, street rats. I don't buy that.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna get those Jasmine
Now, peep this.
cheeks.
What we need to do to keep on topic, right?
Gotcha.
To invest in yourself, right? We're going to still talk about Aladdin, though.
Yes,
Peep
let's,
this.
all right.
So, Aladdin, in order for him to transition from peasant to Prince Ali, right? Because eventually he did marry Jasmine and,
Yeah.
you know, all that stuff, right?
Yeah. Eventually, he did it
When
the right
the
way.
truth was exposed, he didn't hide from the truth. He confessed his fault. And he stepped up to the plate. He took accountability
Yep.
for his capping. What most niggas don't do.
No.
Most men, when their cap is exposed, they run away. They cancel culture.
Yep.
And they go to the next
Let
one
me go to the next. I'll fall for the same.
and they fall for the same. And the
Yeah.
next. Anyway, so when a man has a vision, when a person has a vision, that vision is the overall. This is when I'm dead and gone. This is what I want the world to remember me as, my legacy. Within that vision, there should be timeline goals,
Correct.
right? Those timeline goals literally set up accountability
Yes.
for your time management, your economic management, and your human currency management. Because
we
you need
forget the human currency.
yes, we need people around us, bro, that that can hold, not only hold us accountable, but is able to stay with us in the dirt and in the riches.
And Aladdin took care of the people around him.
Facts.
He took care of the people, even in his peasantry. If he had an apple, Apu gets a bite too. Like he didn't, at least in that character, he was capping, but there was character values that were still there.
He took care of a monkey,
Yeah.
but the monkey showed traits of I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. Regardless of what your status is, I got you.
You want to know one other thing with his character? Is he told Genie from the rip, my third wish is to set you free.
That's yes.
And but again, it's just that's the character values along with it. There's people that are on a pathway that's like, all right, like I'm survival or I'm capping to get to a place.
Yeah.
But there's still character values that's like, all right, I still hold on to this. I'm trying to find my way. He got pushed with accountability. He dealt with that. But his character from the jump is he still took care of people, at least around him, and he is a man of his word.
Yes. And my and for my final point, because we gotta shut down the show in 2 minutes. Final point is this. Aladdin, and going into the conjunction of steps into how to invest yourself, I'm gonna leave everyone with this. I'm gonna leave everyone with this. Let's go to the Rand cam. I'm gonna leave everyone with this. You have to hunt down your weaknesses. You have to realize that preparation and opportunity should be in an intimate relationship within your soul together, right? So you should be prepared for every opportunity, and every opportunity should give you moments of preparedness, right? Why? Because once you walk through an opportunity, you should be preparing for the next. Because experience of opportunity gives you the insight to prepare for the next opportunity. Anyway, so write down a vision. Within that vision for your life, your destiny or whatever, write down goals with the timeline. After that, you have to do what Aladdin did. Stand up for yourself. When I mean stand up for yourself, it's not only stand up for yourself, but stand up to yourself. We're going to dive into that next week. Standing up to yourself. We're going to dive into that next week. Listen, it's been a phenomenal show. I appreciate everyone watching. Appreciate everyone that liked, subscribed, shared the video. Appreciate the support. It's your boy Randy Chew, aka Mr. Chew on that, and we will see you guys next Monday right here at the same Bat Cave, same bat time. Deuces.